And this is Mandy from GoodNewsGoodPlanet.com.
Hi, this is Buddy Monlock. I'm always happy to be back in Houston and here in KPFT studio. It's great to be here. I don't know how many times I've been on live here. It's really fun to come in and talk with the DJs and play some songs live. So I really enjoy that. So yeah, please keep listening to KPFT. It's important, and they're the ones who are playing the kind of music that you love and that I love and that me and my friends make. They're kind of holding the torch for us all here. So keep listening to KPFT and maybe do your part when it comes time for the pledge drive.
Support for KPFT and the Prison Show is provided by the Cohen Parole Law Firm. For almost 40 years, Gary Cohen has helped represent incarcerated individuals throughout Texas obtain parole and fight parole revocations. We protect those who have fallen short of perfection from the wrath of those who believe they have attained it. For more information about Gary Cohen and his associates, Alan Bennett and Gene Anthus, you can find it at the website, parolelaw.com. You may also contact them at 512-476-6201.
Listeners should be aware that the following program contains language and audio images which may be found disturbing and may not be suitable for your snotty-nosed little brat who probably cusses like a sailor behind your back anyway. Parental discretion is advised.
It's time to holler down the pipe chase and rattle them bars, because we're going to do a prison show for you right here at beautiful old, historic old, exciting new KPFT Houston, from the heart of Montrose, where we all hope tomorrow will be a better day.
And welcome to the Prison Show. Tonight is Friday, August the 9th, and it's been a hot week. I know y'all have been hot. So I'm going to take this time to remind you that if the unit is over 90 degrees, and we all know it, they happen, incarcerated individuals can request respite 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Make sure you're getting it too. Water must be provided at all times. Of course, I've been getting letters saying clean water. They don't say clean water must be provided, but water must be provided. Ice must also be provided and replenished on a regular as-needed basis. Fans for offenders in all custody levels, to include restrictive housing and disciplinary status where electrical outlets are available. And showers. I know some of y'all are not even getting one shower a day, but additional showers for offenders when possible, with lowered water temperatures for single temperature showers in offender housing areas. So that is the HD 10.64, the heat directive. So just make sure you have that. I think it's on your tablets too, because someone wrote and pointed it out to me that heat directive is on their tablets. The Dave and Dani Comedy Hour.
Well, we're trying to remedy that, so.
Yeah, we are.
Trying to remedy the Dave and Dani Comedy Hour. I mean, we got to get better. I mean, we got to make America great again.
Oh, don't. And he went there. He told me he wasn't going to go there, and he went there.
I never told you I wasn't going to go there. I told you I had your face red last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're going meow. I didn't hear a meow tonight.
No, you didn't. I was trying to but no, you pulled that out.
Yeah, I know. I had to. But I would like to remind everybody at 9:45 we'll start taking calls, and the phone number is 713-526-5738. So y'all.
Option number
2. Y'all get ready. Get in line. Miss Linda's over here waiting on you already. 40 minutes early.
40 minutes early. And she's waiting. But we do have a full house tonight, which we love, by the way. Dianna Williams, the organizing manager for Grassroots Leadership, and Taj, Texas Advocates for Justice, is in the house. Terry Peden, the lawyer, owner, law firm, abolitionist, attorney, educator. He's a mix of everything.
And the list goes on.
And the list goes on. Angie, I'm staying clear of that name because I know I'm going to butcher that name. Angie with the Texas Death Penalty Abolition Movement is in the house, and of course, Linda and we're in the house. It's going to be a great show.
It's better than being under the house.
Yeah, it is. It's better than being under. Well, I don't know.
It might be cooler.
It might be cooler. It might be. So first up, we have Dianna Williams. She hasn't been in the house for a while.
I know. I've never been here. This is my first time here. I usually call in or my staff calls in. So, So I'm happy to be here tonight.
You hadn't been here since COVID.
No, I hadn't.
Never in this house.
Never here.
Yeah.
This is my first time here. So beautiful facility. So thank y'all for inviting us. And this is our, I guess, weekly 6-week appearance. So every 6 weeks we're on. But I'm Dianna Williams. I'm the deputy director with Grassroots Leadership. Our organization's a nonprofit organization. And our mission is to end mass incarceration and to stop deportation. We have 2 platforms that we work with Grassroots Leadership, Criminal Justice Platform and the Immigration Platform. Under our Criminal Justice Platform, which is what I directly work with, we have the program Texas Advocates for Justice, where our base members are those who are formerly incarcerated and or their families. And what we do is work with policy. We work towards transforming the criminal justice policies that negatively affect the Black and brown communities. Mm-hmm. Within that program, we have a project called Participatory Defense. And that project, we will go into the Harris County courts with families as a support, an advocate support, to help them understand what's going on with their case or their loved one's case, and with the ultimate goal of empowering the families to work towards having their cases dismissed or time saved. They're both victories. If we can have someone who has a 15-year sentence, they get 11 years, we've saved 4. That's a victory in itself. So that's one of the projects that we have under that program. Right now we're gearing up for the elections, so we're busy with the voting part. Yeah, we're going to have some pop-up locations where we're just going to be educating people first, and then, registering people who are not registered to vote. We've got a campaign where we're going to target or go out to those who are formerly incarcerated to make sure that they know that if they're not on paper, that they have a right to vote, and they can register.
And many of them do not realize that.
A lot of them don't realize that. So we'll be working tirelessly to get that information out to them as well. In May, we did a Mother's Day bailout at the Harris County Jail. We bailed out 5 mothers for Mother's Day. So we're really proud about that. And we're still working with those mothers with their court cases, going to court with them, making sure they have the supported services that they need, while they're out. It's so much easier to defend your case when you're on the outside. You can move and do things that would help your attorney or help, yourself in court. So we're really proud about that project that we had. We've already got 2 of the 5 women, their cases dismissed. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah. So that's a huge victory.
Absolutely.
For us, yeah. And it's all part of a campaign that we have to decarcerate the Harris County Jail, because many people in there who don't need to be in there, they need to be in some sort of rehabilitative services, substance abuse, or, mental health type services. And they're just simply in there because they can't afford the bail. So we're working with policy, trying to, strategically plan and build a campaign around getting those folks out and providing them with services that they need. So what else? Just this week, we had Night Out for Safety and Liberation. We do that once a year. It is a event that was started by the Ella Baker Center for Human Rights. I think in 2013, just right after the murder of Trayvon Martin. And it's just a event across the country where communities define what safety means to them outside of policing. Because we know a lot of times the police are not the ones that keep us safe. All kinds of stuff happen when they show up sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
So what this event is designed for is for the community to define what safety means to them outside of policing. And it could be anything from schools, better classrooms or whatever in schools. It could be transportation. Safety comes in a lot of different ways, not just, the criminal element of it. We had a block party. It was a community event in 5th Ward at the Multi-Service Center. So we were real successful with that. That's about it from what we've been doing with Taj. I am the chapter chair with Tifa, so I wear 2 hats. The East Houston chapter, right now we're on Zoom until I find, a location. But so I am still in the family supportive role as well as doing the policy with grassroots leadership.
You mentioned that you bailed out 5 mothers for Mother's Day. Did you do the same for Father's Day?
No, we didn't. Well, the funding. We didn't have the funding to do it for Father's Day. Yeah. But we're going to, be aggressively working to have funding set aside for the same type of event to go on next year in 2025.
And that is such a great...
Yeah.
So you'll get fathers in 2025?
Possibly. Yeah. So that's us, me in a nutshell.
You got a lot going on.
Yeah,
your organization does.
Yeah.
And you got a lot going on. Do y'all go in and visit?
No, we have not started going in to volunteer to TDCJ.
No, for Harris County.
Harris County. Yes, we do have our participatory defense organizer. He goes into the Harris County jails. So he's building a program inside as well. So we're excited about that.
So you changed your title, right? You got a promotion?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I want to get it right whenever we introduce you.
As of January, it was deputy director.
I'm so sorry that I got it wrong.
No, that's okay.
Yes, you did, David.
Well,
I wear all the hats.
Yeah.
You're good.
yeah. Well, I see you everywhere. You're out on the street and everywhere else.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if they're having something to do, you're right there. So,
I'm there.
thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for what y'all do here. Yeah, appreciate it. Having this platform for us to come out and talk about.
And pretty
what we
soon
do.
we're going to be on the tablets. Harris County has tablets, right? Or
I think they do.
Okay.
I believe they do.
I know that they were getting them.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they.
Yeah.
They said we'll be in the hands of 900,000 inmates. So get ready.
Yeah.
So
Wow,
when
wow.
we mess up, 900,000 people are going to be like, "I saw you."
Yeah, it's all David's fault. It's all David's fault.
Blame David.
Yeah.
Blame David.
So how do they get a hold of you?
Yeah, they can get a hold to me, Grassroots Leadership, P.O. Box 88235, Houston, Texas, zip code 77288.
Okay, can you repeat that?
Sure.
Slowly.
Dinah Williams, Grassroots Leadership, P.O. Box 88235, Houston, Texas, 77288.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. It's my pleasure to be here.
And we loved it. We always love when you come in. And we had just talked about that a little while ago, that we hadn't seen you in a while.
It's been a while, so I won't be a stranger.
Good.
Please don't.
Yeah, please don't. All right. And next we have Terry Peden. I think y'all got to switch. Swap. Okay, while they're swapping, Terry Peden is the lawyer, owner, law firm, abolitionist, attorney, educator. He is a little bit of everything all rolled into one.
Let's go. That's the best intro I ever received in my life.
Whoa, he got down to, he shrunk.
He shrunk.
The chair
Oh,
went
the chair
down.
went down?
Yeah, the chair went down. Now he's on my level.
At least it wasn't in one of them trick chairs that had the pole that went up while he was going down.
Oh, Lord.
You seen those?
Yeah. So go ahead. What you got for us tonight?
Okay. First and foremost, thank you to the Prison Show and the wonderful people who do this work to bring a little bit of light inside the system. Thank you for having me. And I just want to, do what I do. Try to tell y'all something good, maybe something you don't want to hear, but something you might need to hear. Something that probably my mom told me 1,000 times growing up. I'll just go ahead and throw this in there. So my grandma used to tell me like almost every day of my life. So I was just rambunctious. I wasn't really bad in school, but I used to stay in some stuff. I used to get in trouble for talking back and wanting to ask questions in history and social studies and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But my grandma used to be like, "You're going to go to prison. You're going to be in prison just like Larry. They got a place for you right down there in prison, just like Larry." So, and Larry's my uncle, her son. But, yeah, I was in prison this week. I go to the county jail. I'm back there with y'all all the time. So, I think she was right, but I think that maybe some of it sunk in. So if I could share that with y'all, then maybe y'all could be on this side of the fence, helping people on that side, everybody improving and, making society a little bit better. I think we would all do a good thing. So to, again, preface it, I'm not going to be y'all, your penitentiary lawyer. I'm not going to be a penitentiary lawyer today. I ain't pulling no statutes. We're not going to the law library today. We just going to talk. Again, kind of where I pick up where I left off last time. It's a process, right? Last time we kind of focused on not getting out, being in a rush, wanting to make up for lost time, redeem yourself. And I see a lot of guys go astray with good intention, but not understanding that there's a process to things. When we see people on the outside who have maybe achieved a level of success or a certain lifestyle that we aspire to, many times we don't understand what it took to get to that point, and I look at myself even within my career. I'm in my 4th year of practice, but within certain areas of my practice, I still regard myself as a baby because I know where I want to be. So even though I went through 12 years of school, 4 years of undergrad, 5 because I was on that football program. We a little slow, a little head trauma, a little CTE, but we gonna be all right though. You know what I mean? You might give me a little CAT scan, check me up, make sure I'm good, all right. 3 years of law school, 6 months for the bar, you name it, right? It's a long process, and still to be at a point to where I still feel as though I'm developing and that I have to regard myself as though I still have room to grow so that I don't make a mistake that could have real consequences, right? I understand that I'm dealing with people's lives, their freedom, their families, their resources, things that really make a big difference. So, and I say this to you all and I relay this message because I don't have it all figured out, right? I don't have it all figured out. I don't know everything. I don't blah, 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 blah. Now, does that mean I cannot? I think that's where we have to have a proper mindset, a growth mindset of, okay, I don't know yet. I don't have yet. I have not yet. But that doesn't mean that I can't or I won't or I shouldn't, So with that, it's all a process. And within my life, I say the main thing I've been working on over the last 4 months has been really diving into criminal defense work. So parole is cool, but if we look at it from an anatomy standpoint, front-end criminal defense work, in court, litigating, right? That's like the front end of the system. And we look at parole, pardons, and post-conviction, we're way at the back end of the system. So many times I have to go in a parole hearing and I have to make the most spirited argument in the world that my client did not do it. They didn't do it. But the reality is that, unfortunately, a lot of times innocent people take plea deals out of fear. Innocent people go to trial and lose. Sometimes they lose with a great lawyer. Sometimes they lose when the evidence was all in their favor. They lose when nothing in that courtroom made sense except for what they were saying, and they still lost. So from that standpoint, I've been focusing a lot of my attention and my time as an attorney and a person who's dedicated to this type of work for how can I help people avoid falling into that system of incarceration on whatever level it might be. And with that, again, taking baby steps. So just trying to practice what I preach. I didn't jump out there and start taking felony appointments. I can't even take felony appointments. I have to start where I can, right? So I've been doing misdemeanor appointed counsel work with Harris County. That's the name of the department, the MAC, M-A-C. Extremely fortunate to be able to have the opportunity to work in that appointed role. And we'll talk about appointed lawyers another day, but some of the absolute best, most knowledgeable, most skilled attorneys I know, especially in Harris County, are your appointed lawyers. And if you're lucky enough to get them appointed, sometimes you should kick back, be humble, and say thank you. Especially, just maybe you should Google them, because some of these people y'all are getting as appointed, I go and nudge them like, hey, tell me how to beat this case. I'm about to go in front of this difficult judge on a PC argument. They're like, oh, yeah, go say blah, 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 blah. I go say blah, 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 and it works. So sometimes those appointed lawyers you think are just throwaway and ain't no good and don't care. Sometimes, especially in Harris County, you're getting, in Fort Bend as well, you're getting some of the absolute best lawyers in Texas, and you're getting blessed because you're not having to pay for it. And they would charge you what they're worth, what their reputation has given them the right to charge for their time and for their effort and resources. But in any event, I just want to, I got 55 plus dismissals in 4 months, and I'm working. You know what I mean? So y'all stay motivated. I'm going to keep trying to do what I got to do, but I need y'all to get out here, so we can catch some of these kids and young people and people who might be on a quick turnaround. And, we do this work together because we all have a stigma together. Everybody who's in the system, even as an attorney, sometimes people judge me or a criminal defense attorney say, oh, you doing that work, it ain't no money in it, or you should just do car accidents, or why would you do this, or why would you want to deal with criminals and blah, 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 blah. I don't really entertain all of that, but I'm just saying that we really are in this together for the people who do care, right? And also 2 recent parole wins. I'll share those experiences kind of in a broader spectrum so that maybe those stories could reach some others. One of them was for an aggravated family violence case, and the other one was for a repeat offender on drugs, a lot like my Uncle Larry. In and out, long time, kind of like the story of drugs and mass incarceration pretty much wiped out all of the males in my mother's generation. All the women pretty much went to college, became professionals. You know, they made it from the generation that came from sharecropping to them, and a lot of the boys and the men in that generation didn't. You know, very few of them made it to college. A lot of them made it to prison and drugs and the streets and murder and crime and all those type of things. So that case kind of parallels that, just a repeated cycle. So kind of focusing on the first one, the aggravated family case. Hey, man, leave the toxic relationship alone, right? You can't handle it. I don't know if no one else has told you this. She loves you too hard. Your macking is not that strong. You don't have the situation under control. It's not. I know y'all think you didn't talked it out. No, it's not. It's not cute. It takes absolutely nothing to pick up a misdemeanor domestic violence case, and whether that be on the front end or if we're dealing with you out on parole, and then how many guys, raise your hand if you're in there, raise your hand as you hear my voice, if you're back in prison on a parole violation for a girlfriend or boyfriend case, and before you could even get booked into the county jail, they were already running down there with an affidavit of non-prosecution, begging not to have you taken up on charges after they just made the emotional decision to call the police on you and get them in your business. Leave the relationship alone, okay? It's not going to work. You don't have it under control. So whoever needs to hear that, take the advice. I'm talking to myself, okay? When I think about that one girl that I used to like so much, and we were horrible for each other, right? It's not going to work. So leave that relationship alone. And again, it's just way too many guys and gals in prison behind those toxic relationships. It's 2024. We're making better decisions, and get on board. So the next case was, obviously, again, from that repeat offender with the drugs. And on this one, I say know yourself, know your triggers. So we're dealing with, most recently, he had been down, and he had a surgery 20-some years ago. From that surgery, got hooked up on the pills, got off the surgery's over, the script is over, but now you got an opioid addiction, right? And with the opioid addiction, now that is fades, and now we're like, all right, well, I still got to get high, and I don't have opioids, so where's the next strongest thing? And that's that ice. It's that tear your teeth out, you know? So moral of the story there is know your triggers. Most recently, when he went down, you done 4 or 5 years, you're sober in there. When you get out, you can't get willy-nilly, right? You can't go back to the same old environments thinking that, oh, I've changed now, I'm different. I can be around this environment and not revert to my old ways. And in his instance, that's kind of what it was. And in the last 4 or 5 years, he's been in prison and working hard and earnestly to regain his freedom. I'm very proud of him because he went and got the peer education and the licensed chemical dependence counselor, LCDC. He's got that one. And I just really hope that him and a lot of the other guys who have kind of, through repeated trial and error, right, and we're at this point now, and you've earned those different certifications and degrees and things, man, put it to use, but know yourself. So whether that trigger be a toxic relationship or whether that trigger be drugs, the party scene, old friends, piss poor relationships, whatever it might be that kind of sucks you back into that world, you have to know yourself and turn away. For him, he relapsed after having been out and been sober for years inside the prison. You relapse on Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving, I'm going to go around my old friends and I'll be all right. And he was not all right, you know. So we're 5-6 years later, and we just got a favorable parole vote. So just be mindful, man. Your day's coming, and when you do get it, let's not mess that opportunity off by not knowing ourselves. I think that's at the root of both of those cases. I don't know if I'm at my time, but if I'm not, I can keep going.
You have 1 minute.
I got 1 minute left. If you want to get free, call THP. My name is Terry Henderson Peden. I'm an attorney at law.
Awesome.
I got to pay my bills, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I got to pay them. But absolutely, I give thanks to the prison show. And, yeah, I wish y'all the best. God bless y'all.
What's the address they can write?
My writing address is P.O. Box 1410, Houston, Texas, 77251. Again, P.O. Box 1410, Houston, Texas, 77251. Phone number is an oddball number, 334-544-9471. Y para ellos que hablan español, 334-544-9471. Llámanos ahora a la oficina de Terry Peden. Buenas noches.
Wow.
He got that down pat, doesn't he?
He does.
Rosetta Stone coming in the clutch. No, thank y'all. God bless y'all.
Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Now y'all got to switch seats again. Switcheroo.
See, Stephanie, we miss you.
Yeah, Stephanie. Stephanie, can you hear us?
I'm going to start advertising for another camera person if she don't come back.
Oh! Angie fell back in the chair.
Almost.
Did the chair catch her?
No, the chair caught her.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
It was lower than I thought.
Yeah, it did get. It's
How low can you go?
How low can you go? That's right. Here, put your ears on. Put your ears on. All right. Now, Angie is with the Texas death penalty abolition.
Capital T-H-E.
That's right. All right. So, what do you have for us? I don't think I moved this down at all. There you go.
Okay. Because I'm short.
Yeah, you're short.
Well, I'm Angie Agapetus with the Texas Death Penalty Abolition Movement. I've been working against the death penalty for almost 20 years. And anyway, I've visited two guys who aren't with us anymore over the years. I visited them each for years and years. Anyway, I want to talk a little bit about what concerns people on the death row. Ruben Gutierrez got a stay from the U.S. Supreme Court, and they said that's really rare. It's an indefinite stay. He's been wanting DNA testing, and Texas keeps refusing to let him get DNA testing on fingernails, her fingernails, or somebody's fingernails, and a hair wrapped around her finger. But Texas wouldn't do it. Anyway, it's rare for him to get the kind of stay he got from the Supreme Court, considering it's a very conservative, backward court. As far as I can tell, votes the wrong way. Votes the wrong way on everything. But there are two executions coming up. One for next month, none this month. September 24th is Travis Mullis. And then October 1 is Garcia Glenn White.
And
is
Robert,
that Big White? Is that
that's Big
White?
White. Yeah. And then Robert Roberson's in October, too.
Okay.
It's October the 17th.
Okay. Yeah, we meet every first Tuesday of the month at 7:00 at Shape. It's Shape Community Center. The address is 3815 Live Oak. If anybody would like to join us,
or they can do it on Zoom too.
They can. Yeah. I don't have instructions for that, but if you need to contact anybody. Mine is kind of a long email, but if you know the name Gloria Ruback, that's Gloria, RUBAC, at yahoo.com. You could find out about a meeting or Zooming in.
Or do you have the P.O. Box number for your group? Or you can write David at the prison show, and we will definitely get that to y'all.
I needed it last time, too.
I know. I'm sorry.
As many envelopes as I did putting that return address on there, I should remember it. hundreds of envelopes, return addresses.
That's why I take pictures of everything.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I should do.
Then it gets lost in the pictures, because I've done that.
Well, I've got 50,000 pictures on this phone.
You're better than me, because I lose them in my pictures. Anyway, go ahead.
Arthur Burton, 2 days ago, lost his life. And I wanted to maybe read some of what he said, because he addresses the guys on death row. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have his last statement that I was going to, and he does address the guys on death row. So
do you want me to do it? Or
you can.
Okay. He said, yes, I want to thank all the people who supported me for those years. I do not know, and thank you. For those I do know and do not know, thank you. 27, 27 is what was, anyway. And a full circle to see all the guys at the Huntsville Unit. I love you guys. Bird is going home. To all the people I've hurt and caused pain, I wish we didn't have to be here, but I want you to know that I am sorry for putting you through the suffering. Just in case, I don't usually read these things, but it seemed since we lost him and he wanted to thank the guys on death row or just pay special tribute to them. Another thing, Texas Defender Service came out with a review, and they looked at the years 2013 to 2023 because it is a bill on junk science, and this bill was signed in 2013. So they said that it revealed that it systematically fails to provide relief to innocent people convicted based on false forensic evidence. This law is not operating as Texas legal, and the Criminal Court of Appeals have been inconsistent. They've, the certificate, the scientific absence of relief in capital cases particularly bad. I think also the junk science had to do with introducing evidence that wasn't available earlier, and all the death penalty cases have failed. I guess that might be all I was going to say. Anything you had there?
Oh yeah, I've got a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh, you're saving for later.
Yeah, when Linda and I do our segment.
Oh, okay.
But what you brought up about the junk science, Robert Roberson was convicted on junk science, the shaken baby. So, and his execution date has been scheduled. So, of course, if anyone's been keeping up with the news, the investigator or the detective has come out against, even though he helped put Robert on death row, he's come out against it, which
he believes the new science. Then
right, he did, yes, and now he's a minister, so he.
I hope that helps him.
Well, we're hoping. He wrote a letter to the editor for the newspaper. He's getting out there. He did a YouTube video, which we have posted on the Prison Show's Facebook, the Death Row Angels Facebook, and I think we put it on your page, the Texas
Battle.
Yeah.
Abolition.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're hoping that helps.
Well, one thing I did want to say that I skipped here was that we're having a 25th annual march against the death penalty on October 19. And we're getting a bus together and to go up there and back in the same day. And if anybody would like to join us, we have a good time. We're there. We'll leave at probably 10 in the morning, come back at 7 at night. But if anybody would like to join us, they can contact Gloria Rubeck at yahoo.com.
Or you can
David Collingsworth
at 226 Chipmunk Trail, Shepherd, America, 77371.
Shepherd, America?
Yeah.
Shepherd, Texas.
Shepherd, Texas, but
In America.
Yeah, it's Shepherd America.
It's Shepherd America. I don't know. Yeah. That's what they call it over there. Shepherd America. Yes.
And once you move to Shepherd, there is no other place.
Yeah, no, it's Shepherd America.
That's all there is.
That's it.
You ought to come out sometime.
Yeah.
To where?
Y'all can come out to the
Texas.
property sometime whenever it's not so hot. We'll have a picnic or something
Yeah,
out
you
there.
were on the way to Polunsky all the time that I was going up there.
Yeah, absolutely. It's right on the way. They have a fabulous IHOP right there at Shepherd. Good. We've eaten there many times, Linda, the Rev, and I, before going to visit. But anyway, thank you. Thank you, Angie.
So
we
welcome and
appreciate
thank you.
We appreciate you. And again, you can reach them. Next time she will come with a P.O. box.
Definitely.
I'm gonna text you next time. Anyway, it is 226 Chipmunk Trail, Shepherd, 77371. Now, Linda.
Yes.
Do you have your mic on?
I do now.
She's even got her ears on. I made sure she had a set.
Did David tell you about our guest coming on next week?
No.
He's having Trump over here next week.
I know. I'm fit. Girl, you know I can't cuss. You know I can't.
And you can question him. You can talk to him, ask him questions. And
I can?
Yes, uh-huh.
Oh, I can? Really? Promise? That mother... Swear to God.
You don't want to see your next president?
I'm throwing something right now. They got me going now. They got me going. So, this past, as Angie said, Arthur Burton was executed this past Wednesday. And a lady came in from New York City.
Get a rope.
There. What?
Get a rope.
Get a rope?
That's New York City. Get a rope.
Oh, God. Yeah. Oh, my God. So she came, and actually she writes to one of the men on Texas death row, but she came from New York City. And sometimes we have people who are in the Houston and Huntsville area that are on our live feed, and we welcome anyone, don't get me wrong. But, you know, y'all need to come out with us. And we mentioned this Wednesday night too. We all need to work together because we had 3 different live feeds going on, and that just separates people. If we could get one live feed and just reach everyone at the same time. Just my 2 cents. But anyway, good evening, everyone on Texas Death Row and everyone else listening, because we know you are. Yes, you are listening. And shout out to our friends over in the federal prison system. Big shout out to y'all. So, as Angie said, Arthur Burton was executed by the state of Texas on August 7th. He was pronounced dead at 6:47 p.m. Now, interesting, TDC has, they list the last statement, and it always differs in the newspaper articles or the online articles. It always differs. So you heard what Angie said. This is the TDC version. Yes, I want to say thank you to all the people who support me and pray for me. For those of you I know and do not know, thank you for your support and prayers. 2727, and a full circle to all the guys at the Polunsky Unit. I love you guys. Bird is going home. To all the people I have hurt and caused pain, I wish we didn't have to be here at this moment. But I want you to know that I am sorry for putting y'all through this and my family. I'm not better than anyone. I hope that I find peace and y'all can too. Warden, I'm good. So, right now we have 4 scheduled executions in Texas, and we know more are coming. get your phones out, and please, if you are against the death penalty, start calling the governor's office, 512-463-2000 or 512-463-1782. Tell him you oppose the death penalty and all executions. In addition to that, start calling those DAs. If you oppose the death penalty and you haven't been doing your part, start. And a big shout out to my friend Leroy at the PAC unit, who reminded me that no voice is too small. Like I said, currently we have 4 scheduled executions, official executions. Travis Mullis is scheduled for September the 24th and is out of Galveston County. Garcia White is scheduled for October the 1st and is out of Harris County. Robert Roberson is scheduled for October the 17th and is out of Anderson County. Stephen Nelson is scheduled for February the 5th and is out of Tarrant County. Now, as my friend Mayo says, here is the news you can use. And just to remind everyone, if you want a copy, please just let Linda or I know. Gabriel Hall, you are still scheduled for conference. I know they change it periodically, but I keep checking. You're still scheduled for conference at the Supreme Court coming out of the CCA on September the 30th. Mayo, you are scheduled for conference at the Supreme Court coming out of the Fifth Circuit on September 30th also. Now, Aurelia Escobar, you were scheduled several times at the Supreme Court, but you have not been rescheduled. So we keep checking. Richard Tabler, you are scheduled for conference at the Supreme Court coming out of the Fifth Circuit on September the 30th. Rodney Reed, you still have oral arguments scheduled at the Fifth Circuit on Monday, September 23rd at 10:30 a.m. Franklin Davis, on July 29th, Judge Horan ordered that on or before 20 days from July 29th, you should file any reply to the state's opposition to the motion for leave to amend. Obel Cruz Garcia, on July 29th, you filed a motion for a COA and brief in support at the district court. Gerald Marshall, on July 29th, you submitted a supplement to the order concerning Crawford versus Washington, and the state filed their response all at the district court. Juan Ramirez, on July 29th, you filed objections to the report and recommendations at the district court. John Rubio, on July 30th, you were docketed at the Fifth Circuit. Tony Ford, on July 31st, the TDCJ motion for leave to file a petition for writ of mandamus is held in abeyance, and you are ordered to file an answer at the CCA. Blaine Milam, on July 31st, your application for writ of habeas corpus is denied, dismissed, with written order at the CCA. Dexter Johnson, your case has been calendared for oral arguments at the Fifth Circuit on November the 6th at 1 p.m. Willie Washington, on August the 5th, the state filed objections to your exhibits, and then you responded on August 8th at the district court. Jason De La Sarda, on August 6th, your motion for an extension of time has been granted at the district court. Carlos Ayestas, on August the 6th, you filed a notice regarding ongoing discovery at the Fifth Circuit. Mark Robertson, George Curry, Tony Ford, and Ricky Cummings, the oral arguments on the state's motion to dismiss is scheduled for August the 19th at 2 p.m. And on August 1st, Freddie Hurley entered a fourth motion to intervene. And Linda, what you got?
I've got some birthdays first. I forgot them the last time we were on, so these are the August birthdays. Rigoberto Avila Jr., August 5th. James Harris Jr., August 7th. Walter Sorto, August 10th. Obie Weathers, August the 11th. John Rubio, August the 12th. Travis Salas, August the 14th. Nelson Mooney, August the 18th. Jeff Wood, August the 19th. Bernardo Tesoro and Amos Wells III, August the 20th. Ricky Cummins, August 23rd. George McFarland, August 25th. Ronald Haskell, August 26th. Robert Solis, August 27th. Brian Davis, August 28th. Mabry Lander III, Paul DeVoe, and Larry Hatton, August the 31st. Got a big birthday month there.
Yeah.
Okay, and I have a poem from Kenneth Decker. It's called Life is Not About Beating the Man or Woman Standing in the Room with You. Life's about beating the man or woman in the mirror. Can you do better today than you did yesterday? There will be days when you're tired of being you. You've got two options, give up or get up. This is the day everything changes, rise and grind. You may have to lose sleep to accomplish what it is that you destined to accomplish. It may hurt and be expensive. Don't count the cost. You must be willing to pay the cost for all humanity. You must pay the price for your future. Everything you need to get to the next level is inside you. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. Get in the mirror and speak life over yourself. All you need is to be 1% better today than you were yesterday. Your future awaits you. Stop making excuses. And I have a short poem from Farron. It's called the Meow Song. It goes meow, 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 meow. That is damn funny, single motherless cat ladies. You take care and know you are dearly loved by me. Meow. Farron.
Yeah, whatever, Farron. Whatever.
I wanted to put music to it, but I just couldn't come up with the right tune.
You know, there's a Christmas song that has a bunch of cats meowing, right?
Yes, that's what Ray Hill played every Christmas.
Oh, right. And so this Christmas, when we have the first woman president, I will ask David to play the meow song. Just for you, Farron. Just for you. Meow.
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 Good night, Farron. Meow.
I can see him now. Yeah, I can. So I wanted to also mention that, as we explained it last week, that South Carolina implemented, or their Supreme Court said that they intend to use the firing squad and their 100-year-old electric chair. So a state that has never carried out an execution by firing squad now proposes to use only 3 volunteer shooters with an undisclosed caliber rifle. Really? And then the 100-year-old electric chair. So the states are, if they don't have a backup to lethal injection, states are rewriting the laws. They're going to make an exception. They're going to make sure that they have a way to kill people. And just when it said has never carried out an execution by firing squad, they're having 3 volunteer shooters. Volunteer shooters. So that should tell everyone something. Just because they can't get a hold of the lethal injection drug does not mean that it won't happen. And it's very scary. And remember, federal executions, I know the death penalty action, they have some petitions up on their site. They always have petitions up on their site regarding every execution scheduled. There is a petition up. There's a petition up for Biden to get rid of the federal death penalty before he leaves office. I think it's important to understand that there's been no federal execution since Biden has been president. So if they want to push for him to just do away with the federal death penalty. And he can do it. So there's a petition on their site for that. They always have a petition for every execution. So just remember that. Tell your people to go in there. I know a lot of men and women do not believe that the petitions do anything. But I know for a fact that in the case of Kenneth Foster, back when he had his execution date, so many people signed. There were over 100,000 signatures. And that helped. I mean, they said it helped. So, that's all we had. Unless you want to say something else, Linda. Unless you've got something.
So another surprise for you, Danny?
No. No more. Well, they did ask us for a picture because
I sent y'all a whole bunch of them. Have you checked your phone lately?
Well, no, I've been on the air.
Well, I'm sure it was sitting over there going off and going off
yeah,
and going off.
It's been going off, yeah. But the people that were getting the what's the name of the award?
The Peacemaker Award.
Peacemaker Award. It's from the Houston
Peace and Justice Center.
Yeah.
No, that's Dave Atwood's old.
Yeah. They wanted us to give them a photo of Linda and I so they could put it out and promote the banquet.
Well, I sent some really good ones, but I got some better ones that you probably don't like.
Probably not, because he put out the announcement of what's going to be on for tonight, and when I glanced at it on my phone, I was like, what is this?
Looks like you were dancing.
Yeah, it appears that I was doing some sort of dance, and you took stills.
You put the left foot in, you put the left foot out. I got one of Hank. It looks like he's putting the light through his ear, and it's shining on the wall.
Oh, my God.
You never know when I'm going to take a picture.
I know, and that's what scares me. That really does. It's like, the pictures you take are just like, what the...
But this studio, you're almost safe. I kind of got to steal them off the film, so.
Okay, almost safe.
Almost.
Note, he said almost safe.
Look at this one, Dave.
Yeah.
What?
She's got a video. She's making some weird face. She's saying something, but the way she's saying it, it's just weird. Yeah.
Well, there's.
So you want to hear some Texas Joe Bailey?
I would love to.
Sure.
All right. Let's see if I can crank it up here.
Well, that judge, he dropped the hammer. Man, I knew that I was gone. Jumped that bluebird from the county, caught chained to Huntsville, rolling on. Was my first time down, you see. It was all brand new to me. My mind filled with anxiety. Hell, I was lost. Well, old Fifth Ward was my cellie. Laced me up and got me straight. He answered 1,000 questions, then he predicted my fate. He said, boy, listen to me, time flies around here, you will see, you'll soon be back out in the free. You'll be prison famous. Well, my woman, she told me she was lonely, she couldn't wait. I said, baby, that's okay. While daddy's gone, you go and play. But girl, just know this thing is true. When I get out, I'm coming for you. Nobody does it like I do. I'll be prison famous. rambling on. Well, the state, they got my years, gave me time to write my songs. Now I'm back out in the free, just the way Fifth said it'd be, and there ain't nothing stopping me. I'm prison famous. I'm prison famous. I'm prison famous.
You're listening to KPFT Houston. Support for KPFT and the Prison Show is provided by the Cohen Parole Law Team. For almost 40 years, Gary Cohen has helped to represent incarcerated individuals throughout Texas, obtain parole, and fight parole revocations. We protect those who have fallen short of perfection from the wrath of those who believe they have attained it. More information about Gary Cohen and his associates, Alan Bennett and Gene Anthus, can be found on their website at parolelaw.com. You may also contact them at 512-476-6201.
And we're back, and we have some callers, but you too can call and give your loved one a shout out. 713-526-5738, option number 2. And we have Tom on line 1. Hey, Tom.
Yeah, I'm here, Captain Tom. How y'all doing today?
We're doing spiffy. How are you?
Oh, we're doing fine. Tomorrow is my birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Well, thank you. Thank you. All right, let me get with my shout-outs here. Arkansas, Leroy, Adrian Cortez, J.B. Anderson, John M. Armstrong, Pete Sines, Clarence Lee Bowman, Chris Ryan, Terry Morris, let's see who else. Daniel Valdez, Jamie Lobano, Stephen Halloway, Paul Scales, Kerry Luggett, Emmett Dudley. We also have Paul Johnson, Eugene Salazar, Jose Brians, Hugh Ridley. Also have Cole White, Shannon Doherty, Chad Brubaker, Thomas Harris, Samuel Harris, Robert Harris, and we have also Bobby Joe Harper and Stephen Young and Zachary Emmett. Also coming up on August 15th, we have, are y'all ready to go sailing or going on a cruise?
Cruise? What cruise?
The Blue Cruise.
Yeah.
With Neary.
That's right. Well, we have a summer cruise coming up, and we have Fun Drive on KPFT on August the 15th through the 25th. So why don't you donate early by going to kpft.org or call 713-526-5738 or text the word GIVE to 713-526-5738. And David?
Tom?
I think you're a good-looking man. That comment that Danny made was uncalled for.
Uh-oh.
What did I don't remember what I said.
Tom's missing our quiet moments we have in the studio.
Yes.
You're not supposed to tell anybody about that, Tom.
Oh, dang it. Okay, I'm sorry. All right, y'all take care of yourself. I'll be calling y'all next week. Thank you. And y'all have a good weekend.
You too, Tom. Happy birthday.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, now we have Annalisa.
Hello everyone, it's Annalisa. I hope you are all doing well. Hope you've had a nice week. This is my message for my friend Isidro. Hello Isidro, hi my dear friend. I hope you are well. Hope you are doing something nice. I'm well. I'm in Italy, having a good time, visiting friends and family. I'm going to the sea, and so all is very good. I send you my warmest wishes, big hugs. I'll write you soon. Take care, my dear friend. Bye. Take care, everyone. Bye.
Thank you, Annalisa. Now we have Jackie. Hey, Jackie.
Hello. Hi, how are you?
Doing good. How are you?
Good. Just a little tired. Just got back from a barbecue birthday party today, so I'm getting ready to go to bed here in a minute. But I'm doing well. Thanks for asking.
Well,
I was just calling to give Rodney Reed a message at the Huntsville Unit. Hey, Rodney, it's Kiki. Just wanted to call in and let you know that I am thinking of you. I'm really missing you right now. Hoping you are doing well and staying cool. I am doing well, just a little tired right now. Me and the kiddies went to a barbecue birthday party today, but we had fun, so I am getting ready to go to bed. But just wanted to call and say good night and let you know that I love you so much. And I'll be at church praying for you in the morning. Sweet dreams, Rodney. I'm always thinking of you. I will talk to you soon. Thank you, everyone. I hope you all have a great evening.
You too.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. A barbecue birthday party sounds fun. All right. Now we have Caitlin.
This is a shout-out for Beto Garza in Polonsky. Hey, Boo, how are you? I hope that you're in good health and spirits and that there's a smile on your handsome face. As for me, yeah, everything is okay. I'm just fixing to leave to go to work now. So, yeah, at the moment, I'm at home and I'm here with Daytona. Yeah, so she won't be happy because I'll be gone for a while. Other than that, yeah, everything is going good. Buddy is good. He is getting his yearly vaccines today up in the stables. So he has to stay in. And I got a message from the girl who looks after him. And she was saying, yeah, he is not a happy bunny for having to stay in. Yeah, so she had to give him treats. So I think he will be okay. Other than that, yeah, everything is good. Please know that you're my heart, thoughts, and prayers, and that I'm sending you big hugs and kisses. So good night, sweet dreams, and stay safe. And to everybody at the prison show, a big thank you for making this happen.
She's always so sweet. Okay, now we have Lydia on line 3. Hi, Lydia.
Hey. I'm awake tonight, Dani. I spoke with Beto earlier, and I told him we were going to go for a walk. We did, but we only walked to the corner, and we walked back. We were tired, so we just walked a little distance, and we were going to go and have ice cream, but decided against that. But that's about it, mijo. The chicken soup that I made was really good with the veggies. There were the brand Goya, Goya. They were really good veggies. I really like those veggies. But it was good. And like I said, we went and walked it off. And that was it for the night. No ice cream. But that's about it. I called your tia Jane. She was getting ready to go to work. And I told her, thank you. To tell the girls thank you for what they sent you. And be sure to check that to see if you got what I sent you also, mijo, okay? Love you and I miss you. Saludos to all the guys. And I'm sure your tias will be calling. I haven't really talked to any of them. Sierra posted a Well, Tina posted a picture of Sierra's car, the new little Sentra, and then Odie and Josh were fishing up in Freeport, and they caught some fish, as always. They always catch fish. Okay? I love you, and I'll talk to you tomorrow, mijo. Good night to everyone. Good night, Danny, Linda, David.
Good night. Have a great weekend.
Thank you, Danny.
I missed
Thank
the
you.
rooster in the background.
Oh
no, there's no roosters at night. They only crow. They only crow in the morning.
Yeah, well, you used to have them crowing in the background. I guess maybe that was during COVID or something.
It was during COVID.
Yeah.
It was during COVID. Not now. It's nighttime and they're in bed.
Well, I don't know. I can make my rooster crow even at nighttime.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He gets mad at me.
Not this one. I can barely crow at night now.
All right, anyway. Lydia. Thanks.
Thank you, Lydia.
Thanks. Bye. Good night.
Good night. All right, now we have Manuela.
Hey guys, how you doing? Well, this is my shout out for my sweet and precious beloved husband, Robert Robertson, Polanski Unit, Death Watch. Hello and good evening, baby. I'm always thinking about you. You are always on my mind and I love you with all of my heart, baby. I do hope and pray every day that you are well and good, so good as possible at these times. As for me, I'm alright so far, and good, so good I can be at this time. I'm always be there with you in your heart, baby, and you are in my heart. Wherever I go, you are with me, and I wish that I could be there with you at this time and forever and never be a part of you, baby. I'm looking forward to see you soon, my love, to talk to you, look into your eyes and see your smile. And I'm so very, very happy. And I'm looking really, really forward for this day to see you again. And I have so many things to tell you about everything. Well, my love, today I want to read a poem for you, and hopefully you will like it. That's my poem for you, baby. I love you so deeply. I love you so much. I love the sound of your voice. I love your warm smile and your kind, thoughtful way. The joy that you bring to me and my life every day. I love you today as I have from the start, and I love you forever with all my heart. That's what I think, baby. I will love you until the end of my life, and I will always be there for you. You are my life, my world, my love, my best friend, my all and everything, my one and only big, big, great, true love of my life, my first and my last. I will never stop loving you, and I will never leave you or let you down or forget on you, baby. You mean everything for me. And I will never, never, never give up on you and our dreams, plans, goals, wishes, and prayers. And I will never give up hoping, believing, trusting and praying for our big special miracle from God's mighty hands. Baby, I love you. I love you with all of my heart. Good night, my love. Sleep well. Sweet and blessed dreams to you. And I will write message to you tomorrow. Good night, my love. Good night. Love you. I love you. I love you.
All right. Thank you, Manuela. And we have Jason on line 4. Hi, Jason.
Give me 1 second here. Okay. So I want to give a shout out to all the guys on the Darrington unit. It's been a while since I was there. Sadly enough, one of our friends, Ron Lopez, passed away. And I just want to send an encouragement for everybody that's incarcerated. I've been out now for roughly 15 years, and Ron was out for approximately 16 years, was doing really, really good. Had his house almost paid for, cars, a lot of things that, felons shouldn't have. And a guy who he thought was his friend decided to put the needle back in his life, and he lost everything and ended up losing his life. And so, Mike Smith, if you're listening to this, just want to let you know where Ron's at now. Sadly, he passed away. He was a good man. And then to the guys in the tire facility at Darrington, just keep your heads up. Some of y'all, get discouraged and think there's no light at the end of the road, and there is. There's always a better life or a better way, whether it's in there and that's your life or it's, out here in the free. Just keep your heads up and know that the word felon does not define you. It's what you have on the inside that defines you. And that's almost all I got to say. The last and least thing I want to say, and I may get in trouble, but it is what it is. Kamala Harris put more people in prison than anybody in this country where she was at. She's not for the convicted. She's not for people locked up. She's for the death penalty. And I don't understand how anybody who's for a prisoner could support her.
Well, I guess he had his say, but clearly he doesn't.
Well, we have to take both sides. We can't promote anybody.
You know what? You're absolutely right. But people read before. Anyway.
Yep, they got it right.
Yeah, he does. You're absolutely right, David. He does, even though he's wrong. He has it right. I'm kidding. All right, let's go to Mike before I say something really, really bad.
You already do.
Hello, this is Mysterious Mike for the Prison Show. I'd like to do my shout-outs to guys of Texas, Guy Alexander, Jamie Tuppett, Stephen Russell, Stephen McGee. Shout-out for Philip Perez, Lucy and Michelle. Want me to do a shout-out for Paul. Shout-out for Jovan, Matt Thomas, Edward Reeves, Adam Wilkerson, Oz. Tasha wants me to do a shout-out for Payday. Shout-out for Keith Money. Shout-out for Aaron Vasquez. Shout out for Haas. Shout out for Curtis Robertson. Shout out for Blaine Milan. Shout out for Bill R. Sims, Raymond Lee Cutt, and a special shout out to Clarence Lee Bowman. You can continue to write to Mysterious Mike in care of David Collingsworth. And now back to the Prison Show.
And I think we all know David's address for you to write Mysterious Mike at 226 Chipmunk Trail, and that is in Shepherd 77371. And we have Leslie. Hey, Leslie.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey. Hey, David. Hey, David.
Hey, Leslie.
Hey.
You calling Sugar Pom Pom?
Oh, you know it.
No.
I have Sugar Pom Pom on the line.
Hey, Sugar Pom Pom.
Oh, my God. Hey, how are you folks doing tonight? I just wanted to say thank you so much for the things that y'all do for all of us. You know, it's very much appreciated. And I just want to say thank y'all so much. Miss Dani, I just want to thank you. You're a courageous young lady. I thank you so much for what you do for Leslie, and I just thank you for helping everybody that your words touch, the deeds that you do. I say thank you so much. And for the others that I don't know at the radio station, I also want to say thank y'all so much for helping the inmates with words of encouragement, for allowing family, friends to reach out to others wherever your station may reach to. So I just want to applaud you for the good job y'all doing, and I want to say thank you so much. And I thank you, Leslie, too, for being a part of the show in the near future. And no, I am not Sugar Pom Pom. For whoever listening, I'm not Sugar Pom Pom. Don't believe that.
That's going to stick with you for a long time.
Yeah.
Yes. So, yeah.
I can hear it down the run now.
Yep.
Oh, man. I ain't telling nobody about this radio station. No.
Oh, it's going to be everywhere.
Yeah, we've been on the air almost 44 years, so I mean, you know.
What?
I think people know about us.
I can hear the frequency a little bit.
Yeah.
It's kind of low.
You gotta get a big old wire and hold one leg up and stick your tongue out. And, you know the dance.
Well, yeah.
And we're fixing to be on the tablets, though, man. So I mean, everybody's gonna get us.
Like when, like a couple weeks or what?
Yeah, a week or two left. They told us whenever we had the summit up at Austin, we had about another month to go. So, and Dani, you just saw that article, right?
Yeah.
So that was last week. So I mean, it's coming.
It needs to come soon.
You sound like you're 21 on the radio. You sound like you're 21. I actually, is that Miss Angie?
What are you insinuating?
She's a young lady.
No.
What are you insinuating there?
No, you're young at heart, but you sound like real young on radio. Like, you sound real young. That's why I asked Liz. I said, "Is that Miss Dani?" Like, yeah. But I can't wait to see this group. And what's your name again, sir?
Cowboy Dave.
Cowboy Dave, Miss Dani, and Leslie Boo Boo. I can't wait to see this coming here.
Leslie Boo Boo.
And she's gonna be behind the camera.
That's what Dani said. That's what Dani said.
I say a lot of stuff that gets me in trouble. I can tell you that. No, we're gonna need you. We always need volunteers.
Yes. All right. Well, I wanted to introduce Sugar Pom Pom. Here he is.
Well, we appreciate you calling in.
Yes. All right. Well, I
All right,
love
y'all.
you, Dani, and y'all have a good night. And thank you for everything.
Well, thank you for calling in, and have a great weekend, Sugar Pom Pom.
And I hope nobody don't come actually with it.
AKA Beaumont.
Have a good night.
All right, y'all.
All right. Bye.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye, Miss Dani.
Bye. All right. That's awesome. Okay, now we have Pasquale.
How y'all doing, family?
Doing great. How are you doing?
Wonderful. How you doing, Cowboy Dave, brother?
Man, I'm blessed. How you doing?
That's wonderful. I'm all right. Got to go do a video tomorrow. How you doing, Lambda?
I'm doing good.
Amen. So I want to give a shout out. I want to give a shout out to Darrington Unit, especially the field ministers over there. I went in there and I feel the love of God, the presence of God. I want to give a shout out to Caravans Unit. I will be going back on the 19th doing community. I can't wait to see you, brothers. Oh man, I just want to encourage you and lift y'all, spirits up and build up your faith in the Lord. And I want to say to all the brothers that's in prison who believe they have, they're never getting out and have life sentences, I want you to know right now that God can use you right where you at. Because I know for a fact I'm a living testimony. I love y'all, man. Jesus love y'all. I'm going to keep praying for y'all. Peace and blessings.
Well, give Miss Savannah, your wife, a big hug from us, and a big hug to you, too.
I just did. Thank y'all. Miss y'all. We'll be back up there soon. I miss y'all.
Miss you both. Thank you. You have a great weekend.
You too. Good night.
Good night. Okay, Miss Linda, do you have some shout-outs? And just to remind everyone, 713-526-5738, option number 2.
Yes, I have some shout-outs. I'm definitely going to shout out to Sugar Pom Pom, too. I really like that name. I hope you're having a good night. I know you've made our night. Joel White, Micah Moyers, Thomas Miller L., Paul DeVoe, William Owen Sr., Jaime Cole, Franklin Davis, Will Spear, Cedric Marks, Robert Satterfield, Robert Solis, Lucky Ward, Ronald Haskell, William Hudson, Juan Balderas, Blaine Milam, Paul Story, Walter Sorto, Robert Roberson, Britt Ripkowski, Charles Hill, Dwayne Buck, Tyrone Williams, Charles Ray Thurman, Iron Thunderhorse, Curtis Robertson, Stephen Curry, Eugene Broxton, Marcus Drury, Troy Glover, Bill Sims, Paper Cup at Estelle, Midget Titan at Estelle, Ken Decker, Gregory Allen at the Dieball Unit, and Jedediah Reed at the Luther Unit. You guys have a great week. See you next week.
Okay, and now I have a few shout outs myself, and I wanted to give a big shout out to Dee, who came all the way from New York to stand with us Wednesday night. So big shout out to you. And let's see what else. I've got my best friend, one of my best friends, Farron. Hey, Farron. T, Big Head, King, Big Head, of course. Blaine, Mayo, Rodrigo, Toot, Leroy, Michael Ferguson, Larry at the Huntsville Unit, Kenneth Decker, Joel White. Enjoyed the conversation earlier, Joel. Leo Willis, Joe Don, Chucky, and Jay at the Win Unit, Bull at the Estelle Unit, and of course Paper Cup and Midget Titan over at the Estelle Unit, Rexalicious, and CJ, and Troy Glover. I think that Miss Linda will be giving you an email soon for what Joel and I spoke about, so be looking for that. And we have Jenny now on line 1.
Jenny.
Hi, Jenny.
How are you?
Doing good. How are you?
Good. Just wanted to say hey to you and Linda and David.
Oh.
My Babes is asleep over there at Polensky, but I thought I'd call in and just tell you guys thank you for what you do for the incarcerated population and your advocacy work and just being a friend to people who really need somebody.
Well,
I just wanted to say thank you.
And thank you, Jenny, because you're a friend to people who need someone too. And I know that your life is looking up now.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. I'm hoping so. It's been a rough road, but I've been blessed in a lot of ways, and God has been faithful to me. So I'm super thankful that I can start focusing back on the things I'm passionate about now. So I'm thankful for that.
Great. Well, we love you and we miss you.
Oh, I love you guys and I miss y'all too. I hope I get to see y'all sometime very soon in the near future. But just wanted to say thank you and tell y'all to have a good night and be careful going home when you're done.
Well, you have a good night and a great weekend.
Y'all too.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Right. Bye.
You know what I found interesting? There was a article. A Houston area man gets prison after leaving his own phone number at cell phone store he robbed.
Takes all kinds of kind.
Yeah, I know. And Kenneth Hoyt, he's the district judge, and he handles a lot of the cases, but I just thought it was funny that this guy has to serve 6 years in federal prison for leaving his phone number.
Did he drop it out of his pocket, or
I don't
how
know.
did he just say, "Hey, give me a call"?
After being convicted of it was a crime spree that took place just months after he was released for another robbery. Oh, okay. So, yeah, I guess he just, he went into the cell phone store for something and, I don't know. You know, they have TV shows about the world's stupidest criminals. And, yeah, that kind of.
Think he made it?
He may have. He may have. He absolutely may have. Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. And there's been many articles concerning the lawsuit regarding the heat. And I think last week I read that a man had a temperature of 107 when he passed. So a lot of the articles are titled "Cooking Them to Death." And on this particular article, it was talking about the different units, and of course how the red brick buildings are always they're really bad. I know that, but numerous inmates who reported intentionally clogging their toilets. I think David spoke about that before. And flooding their cells for relief. One woman even said that she watched a cook smuggle an egg out of the kitchen and crack it near the floor of her cell, waiting for it to fry. And it did. It did. And they also spoke about the Hutchins jail, which I think you were at, right, David?
Yeah, it gets about 140 degrees in the day room. You burn your arms on the stainless steel tables.
Well, it said that they have, I'm looking for that, in that particular unit, they measured it at 150, and that was the hottest of any prison that they're actually, measuring. So,
I thought certain times of the year they had to walk around with a temperature thing, taking temperature readings and writing it on a...
They do. And when they do it, they go for an area that's not really that hot. That's what people have been telling me, or right by the fans or something. But they're not taking it in the area where the...
they're not recording it properly.
Correct. Here it is. On July 19th, 2011, the Hutchins Unit outside of Dallas recorded a record-shattering heat index of 150 degrees. And then hit Larry McCollum, who was serving a short sentence for writing a bad check, passed away. His body temperature at the time of his death was 109.4. Yeah, that's... And that... is the Hutchins State Jail, is that a red brick?
No, it's blue sheet metal. It's what they call like they got a bowling alley or whatever you call it. It's a state jail. It's like have you seen the one up there in Cleveland?
Yes.
It's like that.
Oh, okay. That's where they have the prison entrepreneur.
In Cleveland?
Yeah, I think they have that.
Pep.
Pep.
I thought they had Pep at a lot of them, though. Whenever I was at Hutchins, they had Pep. Pep came there.
Oh, I thought their main...
It may be their main one in Cleveland. I don't know. I know they used to go to all of them. Because they wouldn't let me in because I've got a 28-year sentence. Mm-hmm. And even though it's non-aggravated and I was going to be paroled within that year, they said that because I had a 3G offense that I wasn't eligible.
I know that there's several, sex offenders cannot participate regardless of their sentence, but they cannot.
Didn't they just make some kind of new decision over the trustee camps? Didn't I read that somewhere this week?
Not that I'm aware of. Maybe, and I just overlooked it.
Yeah, it seems like maybe it was in the Houston TIFA chapter, just on their local page. What's her name? Blaylock? No. Anyway, she put an article out there and said that she was supposed to follow up with it, but that they had just made a decision to where, and they did this years ago, but to be eligible to be a trustee, you can't have a 3G offense. And so there's a lot of guys that are trustees now, and they're outside the gate. They're driving tractors and all kinds of stuff, and I guess they're going to make them all come back in the gate.
I think it was Tuesday, we participated, me and several, Marcy Marie was there, Dr. Amit was on the line, Brittany was on the line. We participated in the call with the Ombudsman's office, Brian Patrick. And, I guess I was expecting something a little bit different. This was my first call that I was on, and he seemed eager to work with us. The Ombudsman's office never really helped me with much at all. Through the years, never. But this gentleman approached me at the board meeting in April and gave me his card and asked me to participate in the call. There was an issue at the Goree unit. Oh, well, I think there still is an issue. It's been ongoing. The second and 2-row and 3-row, the water pressure was, from what I understand, the 3rd row didn't have any water pressure. 2nd row was it was a trickle. And then, of course, the 1st floor was not good, but it was, better. So we participated in that conversation, and he got with Dickerson, and they bought a bunch of water for the unit. Now, of course, we've discussed this before when Marcy Marie was on the last time.
They put it in a shed outside somewhere.
Yeah, are they actually going to get the water? But they can't even flush the toilets. Nothing was sinks wouldn't work, the toilets wouldn't work, nothing would work. So I would hope that the water got to them, especially in this heat. But, you know, nothing shocks me. But anyway, Brian, Patrick was very, very nice. And he seemed, even with the pest control, with the ants, I mentioned ants at several units, Polonsky, Stiles. There's so many units that have ants. And rats or mice. You know, I told him about my friend that woke up with a rodent on his pillow. And so he does seem willing to help. So, and, we have a Jason on line 1.
You have your favorite Jason.
Yes. Thank you. I was like, yeah. I'm not going to lie, I was clenching my butt cheeks. I'm like, I'm going to have to walk out the room.
Well, hello, everyone, at the prison show. Something else kind of funny I thought I would share as well. So obviously the show opens with rattle the bars and holler down the pipe chase, right? Well, I never knew what a pipe chase was. I never paid attention to it. I walked by it many times. I never even noticed it. I was at the advanced unit a couple weeks ago, and they take us volunteers through the housing area to get to the chapel. And we walk right by an area, and it's labeled pipe chase. I'm like, that's a pipe chase. That's what the prison show is about.
Oh, wow.
I learned something. Yes.
In the old red brick buildings, you can look in the vent in the back of your cell, and you can see in the cell of the other guy on the other side of the pipe chase. And so it's a communication system. You yell back and forth, and it echoes down the pipe chase. Everybody hears it.
Yes. So thanks for that. The education there. Always learning. Well, I'll start out with my shout-outs to my brothers at the advanced unit. Guys, I hope you guys are enjoying your downtime from programming and just enjoying all the, I know there's several churches that are coming through and sharing some great words with you. So I'm praying for you that you are really enjoying that time and again, look forward to seeing you again. To my brothers at the mentor program at the Walls unit and at the Ferguson unit trustee camp, I'm actually going to be out next week, so I'll be taking myself a little vacation. I'll be out of town, and so I will not see you next week, but I will definitely, the rest of the team will be there, and I look forward to visiting with you guys again next month. And, of course, always my good brothers at the Ellis unit. Shout out to you guys and the Kairos team as well, and look forward to seeing you guys in a couple weeks. The other thing I wanted to add to, kind of contribute to you guys' conversation about the PEP program. Dianna, you're correct. One of the main units is used to be called the Cleveland unit. Now it's the Bell unit. That is one of their main hubs. And then the other main hub unit is the Estes unit, which is in Venus, Texas. So those are the two main program units in Texas. And they may have, I know they had a program as well that they did kind of just do one-off classes at Gib Lewis and whatnot. But yeah, and also, by the way, PEP has a new CEO. So Cowboy Dave, I don't know if you want to reach out to him and introduce yourself. I mentioned the show to him, and he was interested. He was intrigued. So might be another future guest for you.
Yeah, I was good friends with the former CEO.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, he's got a new gig here in town.
Brian, right?
Yeah, he's got a new gig here over off of Jones Road, I guess it is.
Yeah. Brian was a great man. With that, then I'll go ahead and give my mentor moment. All right. So I've got a kind of a little bit of an analogy. So imagine that you're holding a cup of coffee when someone comes along and bumps into you and shakes your arm. and this causes you to spill your coffee everywhere. So how or why did your coffee spill? And you may answer, well, because someone bumped into me. Well, no, that would be the wrong answer. The reason why you spilled coffee is because there was coffee in your cup. So if you had tea in your cup, then tea would have spilled out. So whatever is inside your cup is what will spill out. So therefore, when life comes along and shakes you, which will happen, whatever is inside will come out. Now, it's easy to fake it until you get rattled. So we have to ask ourselves, what is in my cup? When life gets tough, what spills over? Is it joy, gratitude, peace, or humility? Or is it anger, bitterness, a victim mentality, and quitting tendencies? So life, we all are given a cup in our life. You get to choose how you fill it. So today, choose how you work towards filling your cup with gratitude, forgiveness, joy, words of affirmation, resilience, positivity, and kindness, and gentleness, and love for others. And my corresponding verse with that is in Luke 6:43, and it says, "No good tree bears bad fruit, nor does a bad tree bear good fruit. Each tree is recognized by its own fruit. People do not pick up figs from thorn bushes or grapes from briars. The good man brings good things out of the good stored up in his heart, and the evil man brings evil things out of the evil stored in his heart. So, for out of the mouth is what comes out from your heart." So, keep your heart full of good, keep your cup full of good, and stay strong, and that's how you'll handle when life rattles you and bumps into you. So that's all, guys. Again, thank you very much. It's always great to be on the show and chat with you guys. And I don't know if I'll get to hear you because I'll be traveling, but I'll definitely catch up with you guys next time.
Thank you. Thank you, Jason.
Right.
Have a great time on your vacation.
Thank you, Dani. All right. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night. Thanks for blessing us.
Okay, now we have Patty. Hi, Patty.
Hello. Hi. This shout out is from Humberto Garza. Hey, mijito. I just thought I'd say hello. I think your mom's already called. I reminded everyone to call. I hope most of them called. Anyway, I know everybody sends you those on your tablet or whatever. But anyway, mijito, we're doing okay. Been working a lot, and pues aquí estamos, hijito. I'm still having trouble with my puppy. He's a handful. I've thrown I don't know how many pairs of panties and sandals, but it's okay. Hopefully he'll get over it. Just want to tell you I love you, mijito. I miss you. Hello to all the guys. We should be going up, I believe, to Austin in October for a rally. Hopefully we'll have a lot of people, a lot of support. God bless you, mijito. I love you. Good night.
Good night, Patty.
She hung up quick, didn't she?
Yeah, she did. I don't think I mentioned this last week. I knew about it last week, but I think time got away from me. There was a guy at the Houston or the Harris County Jail that he was able to accumulate a small fortune in his commissary, $30,000. $30,000, and guess how he got it? Yep, through some dealing.
But guess how they busted him?
Cash App.
It was a lot of the Cash App, yeah, but also listen to the phone calls.
Yeah. So every time, when we say, whoa, don't talk. I mean, even the joking about when you joke about things, you have to like, hey, whoever is listening to this phone call, I am joking, okay? I think we have to keep that in mind. We have to keep that in mind. And during Linda and during our segment, I meant to point it out and I forgot. It's never okay when someone has an execution date to request to witness. That is never okay. Just.
Has somebody done that?
Yes, someone did that. And we were, it's just not, it's not appropriate. It's not, well, I shouldn't have to even say it's not appropriate, but some people need to be told the obvious.
Yeah, well, without knowing all the details, I mean, I don't want to step on toes, but I mean, like, were they related? Was it they just wanted to see?
Yeah, not related, never visited, never talked on the phone, never, yeah.
Kind of like wanted to go to a gladiator event or something?
Yeah, that's what I'm like, what the hell? Why? I mean, it's a traumatic experience, and, I mean...
Yeah, but some people, I mean, I see some of these people that log into your videos and stuff, and they have no business being on there.
Oh yeah, I know. I have to learn to.
I mean, don't they understand that's a protest? Why are they? I mean, and granted, anybody can tune in and listen, and some people just want to know when it happens, but
right. But yeah, they do, and they make comments.
But you should have,
It's like, really?
Have a little coup.
And all these people who drive up, yell something at me, and then drive off. It's like, what the? Stop. Get out. Let's talk. Don't leave. You're leaving so soon. But we have a caller, Lupe.
Yes, hi.
Hi.
Thank you so much.
Go ahead.
Thank you. I wanted to do a shout-out for Isidro de la Cruz. He's in the Polanski unit. And I just wanted to do a shout-out and say hi. I haven't been well for the last month and a half, but I wanted to give a call tonight. And I almost didn't make it. But I just wanted to check with y'all and say hi to Isidro and let him know that I'm praying for him and that all the kids are getting ready for school. So I have been in contact with my family that lives out of town, and I just wanted him to know that everybody's fine. And that was it.
Well,
and
thank you so much for calling.
Thank you all so much for making this possible. Thank you.
You have a great weekend.
Thank you very much. The same to you all.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Well, there's a lot of... we still got about 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
3 whole minutes.
What can I complain about?
I don't
know. I'm sure
I don't know. Do you listen to rap music?
No, but I have.
I noticed that Blueface, they violated Blueface's probation.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like he's gotten in and gotten off, I don't know how many times, and the judge said he just had no choice this time.
4 years.
That was the max, whatever he was.
Oh.
I wish that would have been my max.
I know a few people wish that would have been.
Yeah. No, I wish I hadn't got one, period. But, I mean, what I've been facing and how long it took me to get off. I told you I had my parole officer, we had a phone call, and come find out, they said I'll get off parole on February 16th, 2025.
Which is incredible.
It was just right around the corner. Yeah. But we were talking about my home visit. You know, when am I going to get a home visit? We got to schedule your home visit. He said, well, we're going to schedule it for March, but you get off parole in February. So, I mean, it's like, why are we scheduling? He said, well, it's a formality. There's a place for it on the paperwork. You got to fill it out. So.
That sounds like government.
Yeah, it's a government. Just got to check the box, right?
Yeah, got to check it.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of things going on. Harris County Jail's really had a lot of things happening lately. But, I mean, it's... I don't know. Oh, somebody's at the door. Somebody's at the front door trying to get in. Can you see him on the camera?
Oh, I can see him.
Who? Yeah, well, we're not going to let him in.
Yeah, I don't
Well, we're trying to finish up our radio show. And DJ Rico Black will be here in a few minutes. He can ask the gentleman who it is or something, I guess.
Yeah, it's very...
Rico Black should have he should be waving at the camera if it's him.
Yeah, I don't think... Yeah, he's not waving at the camera.
Last time somebody came to the front door, Marlo said that they wanted an interview. Said that he was supposed to have been here at 8:30 for an interview. And it was... we were already on the air by the time he came in.
Wrong 8:30?
Wrong 8:30, yeah. He must have been on California time or something.
Clearly.
She said he calling somebody on the phone, so... Well, he'll have to wait till our show's off there, I guess. I'm not sure. All right, Linda. You can go and get him, answer the door if you want. She's quiet now. I hear crickets over there.
You're like,
yeah.
Hell no.
It's only 10:54. It's not like it's midnight. He might need a shower. Yeah, guys, we're kind of joking about that, but one night we were leaving up out of here, and there was a guy at the back door, and he had a towel and a toothbrush, and he's ready to go. So.
He's ready to shower. I came to shower, and we're like, what?
Well, didn't the place next door, I know they fenced it off and everything, but that building over there, didn't it used to be some kind of a center?
Yeah, I think so. I think he just came to the wrong building.
Yeah, he just came to the wrong building, but yeah. I mean, I wish we could open it up and let everybody come in, but evidently we can't. But it's been a good show, and I think I got a text from Pasquale and Savannah. Pasquale's doing a video tomorrow, and I think several of us, I guess they want me to be a judge, and I think Terry's going to go be an attorney in one of Pasquale's videos. So it's going to be kind of cool.
That is going to be cool.
And she's going to text me the address here in a few minutes, I guess. Kind of. I don't know. It's fun that he's actually able to get out and do these things, you know. That man's got a great talent, and it's wonderful that he's using it for good.
Linda's going to go find out what... Well, don't let him in.
Well, if he's supposed to do the show, you'd think that he would have a key fob or something,
I
right?
know, right.
You don't come in while we're doing a radio show and expect us to get up and go answer the door.
Why does she do that? Don't do it, Linda.
Yeah, well...
It's like everything.
She trusts her higher power. That's okay. Look, DJ Rico Black's going to be on, and that could be his replacement. I'm not sure. But they got some great in-house music, some techno stuff, so y'all stay tuned for that. And just really jam out. I mean, it's a good... I don't know how long the show is. It's an hour or 2 hour program, but I mean, they jam really good. I listened to it on the way home, so it lasted long enough for me to get all the way up to Shepherd. Shepherd America.
Shepherd America.
Yeah. So, guys, thanks for tuning in. Y'all tune in next week. Y'all tell your loved ones to call us and get some shout-outs going on. I mean, we got quite a few shout-outs, but, man, we used to get 30 or 40 every night.
I know. So,
it used to be so bad we had to knock them down to 2 minutes apiece, and now we let... Manuela went for over 4 minutes.
Right.
So, I mean, we got plenty of time. Y'all just let them know. And we will be on the tablets really soon. I know I keep saying that, but they're taking care of all that red tape. They've got a new company that's coming in, taking care of third parties. So we'll be there. Just trust us. We'll be there. In the meantime, y'all have a good weekend.
Have a great weekend.
See you at visiting hours next week. Mama ain't been doing too well, I'll tell you more when we speak. And Billy's loving high school. He's out there blocking for JB. I'm sure he's gonna come around by the time prison radio. whiskey. Bonjour, be more. In my dreams, I can see your freedom. I will hold you once more. To the man with no visitors, no money on the books. Remember, David's always gonna be here. You're never so alone. This thing's my love. It's Friday night, the inmates go quiet. Listen for a voice they know. It's prison radio. Prison radio. And to all the laughers, the men sitting on the road, try to keep your heads up. You ain't me if you got hope. It's Friday